Oh shit. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Das ist doch irgendwie eine Silhouette, die mir bekannt vorkommt. Someone is right there, right? Oh. Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Da meldet sich sogar Robert. Maybe he cannot hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. Wahrscheinlich seit wir in die Ruine reingegangen sind. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The New World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But alter ego created an opportunity. Nochmal. But alter ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy cannot hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the New World program. But that is entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did you want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037 oder Leon. 11037, that's the number we found at Nizumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. Also im Grunde das, was Monomi ganz am Anfang mit uns machen wollte. Wir sollten einfach nur einen schönen Urlaub da verbringen, miteinander Hope Fragments sammeln und dann die Tür aufmachen. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Ja, und dann hat Nagito es zerkratzt, ne? Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Sayaka? Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means, even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really, nothing, no? Let's see.
Anyway.
Oh, well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no-gun artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? Ja, ich glaube, das hat er nicht mitgekriegt. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it would be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? Ich habe doch nur Tee getrunken, warum muss ich die ganze Zeit aufstoßen? Hat doch keine Kohlensäure. The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Oh Gott, hat da nicht gerade jemand gesagt, du sollst nicht die Hoffnung verlieren? Fängt ja toll an. It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had experienced something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Sagst du noch irgendwas? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Ja, okay. Okay. Dann gehen wir mal. Oh Gott. Ah. Zeit für den Endgegner.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
Auf mit dem Bildschirm zu wackeln.
Enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy.
Mann, ich glaube, du solltest froh sein, dass du heute kein Bier getrunken hast, Christian.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Es wäre jetzt natürlich eigentlich ein super Zeitpunkt, um aufzuhören für heute. Aber es ist noch nicht 10 und ich will jetzt auch schon noch ein bisschen weitermachen. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Warum Gin? Das hier ist doch genauso hypnotisierend. Meine Güte. Holy... Oh mein Gott, ey. Oh, Moment. Mein Haustier. Mein Haustier. Ganz wichtig. Oh nein, ich habe die Kacke nicht weggemacht. Es ist nochmal zweimal das Bär dazu gekommen. Oh, ich kann eigentlich auch mal speichern. Ich muss dann eben wieder einen Gin geben. Okay, der war jetzt gut. Oh. Class Trial Ground 1. Hey, da waren wir doch am Anfang, als wir reingegangen sind. This place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruin leads to.
Hey,
It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now,
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. Ja gut, weil eigentlich war die Ancient Ruin ja dann, wo direkt die Graduation Exam stattfinden sollte, nachdem sie die Hope Fragments gesammelt haben. Und Monokuma meinte doch, er hat diese Schule, wo wir vorher gerade waren, er meinte, er hat es gemacht als Platz zwischen der Tür der Ruine und dem Inhalt der Ruine. Das hat er irgendwie so komisch formuliert. Aber Was es dann wohl heißt, ist, dass er da zwischen die Tür der Ruine und diesen Trial Grounds noch halt eben so diese Hope's Big Academy Kopie rein gebaut hat. In der wir dann die Clues finden dürfen. It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations, you guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Big Academy, you finally come back to this place. Do the graduations exam site, then the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original one.
Hey!
Who cares, man? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes,
There are
indeed!
two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
then...
The result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kinda like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious, man. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
No!
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up!
Who the heck cares, man? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What, does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier,
No way!
But you won't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what alter ego was talking about?
Anyway...
Even if you don't want to do it, what you guys still need to do is to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. but why do we even have to go through something so dumb, man? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time, then. Who's the main cast? No need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
so annoying.
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump card?
I can't ignore that!
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn over that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, see my power into your mouth. Ja, ich wollte speichern, doch. Nein. Ah, hier kann ich auch speichern. Okay. Oh cool, das kann ich jetzt auch noch ausrüsten. Der finale Kampf geht los. Dann... Ich muss mal kurz raus. Ich wollte gerade anfangen, die ganzen Sachen hier vorzulesen. Aber andererseits, ich glaube, das mache ich wirklich jetzt noch nicht. Das sind ja alles Sachen, die wir gerade erst direkt erfahren haben. Aber wenn es nächsten Sonntag weitergeht, weil natürlich kriegen wir das jetzt nicht durch, werde ich nächsten Sonntag dann nochmal damit anfangen, das hier nochmal alles durchzulesen für euch. Damit man dann direkt wieder auf dem neuesten Stand ist. Jetzt können wir dann eigentlich direkt reinhauen. Ist ja noch nicht ganz 10, da können wir uns ja schon mal ein bisschen reinschmeißen.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
Wir wetten, Kazuichi hat absolut überhaupt nichts gerafft. This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true, and that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh Gott, direkt zu Anfang Hangman's Gambit oder was? Nein, bitte nicht das. Okay, was? T? Ich weiß nicht, wieso T? Ta. Vielleicht fängt mit T an. I. Simulation. Nee, das passt ja gar nicht. Virtual wahrscheinlich. Ja, warum schieße ich die überhaupt zusammen, wenn die direkt aufeinander fliegen? U brauche ich noch nicht. Nein, ja, ich sagte U brauche ich noch nicht. Das A brauche ich gleich. Das ist... Hallo, jetzt geht das wieder los. Alter. Nein, 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 nein. Hör auf. Jetzt noch ein A, schnell. Und L. L. Oh, holy shit, ey. Geht ja gut los. Wäre geil, wenn ich direkt hierbei gestorben wäre.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Wieso lässt du mich jetzt Hangman's Gambit machen, nur um mir dann das Wort aus dem Mund zu nehmen?
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious? Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard. Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
Ich mag seinen Sprecher.
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Well, actually.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
Das ist voll lustig.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair.
Oh, schöner Selbsthumor.
But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a
Da sollte man einen
game.
Song daraus machen.
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a
Er hat ja
game.
irgendwann mal gesagt, er braucht die ganzen blöden Überwachungskameras nicht. Macht natürlich Sinn. Ergibt natürlich Sinn, wenn er in einer virtuellen Realität ist, wo er einfach alles beobachten kann, weil er Observer ist.
Don't fuck with me. That's not even possible.
Beziehungsweise die Observer-Rolle geklaut hat.
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it.
Keine Sorge, da kommen wir noch zu.
This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain. Which means your bodies still exist in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
Wow, Kazuichis Gehirn kommt mit solchen Wörtern klar.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
No, the specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right? Our school memories.
I see.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Okay, wie soll ich denn das jetzt... Mann, sind das wenige hier. List of Subjects vielleicht? Oder Hope Cultivation Plan. Muss ich mal eben gucken. Was ist List of Subjects? The article was about a woman who looked like a fully grown version of Hyoko Saionji. Das hier. The Great True Hope. Wo stand denn das mit Neo World nochmal drin? Ich kann mir nämlich vorstellen, dass das gleich auch nochmal kommt. Achso, wir haben das hier. Aber das haben wir jetzt, glaube ich, gerade nicht als... Na, hören wir uns erstmal an, was sie sagen.
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different.
Ah, okay.
Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
Ja.
That must be it.
Das Foto von Hyoko. Muss es gewesen sein.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Hoffentlich auch geistig.
Like an adult? What does that
Also
mean?
hoffentlich ist sie auch geistig ein bisschen erwachsener geworden.
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
Und ich habe deinen Spruch mit Sonja gesehen und ich glaube, die wird sich nicht nur in die Kiste widerlegen. Vielleicht wird
I
sie noch
can't
schlimmer
believe
Sachen.
that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your bodies still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other
Nein.
before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all
Was ist
grown.
mit Peko und Fuyuhiko? No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed the difference? Ich wollte gerade sagen,
You're the only one!
der kannte doch Peko.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. about how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
Holy shit.
That long?
Pecco and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Uh-oh.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite
That's
similar
nice.
to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
Das ist ganz schön krank.
However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world. That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
Das würde erklären, warum es auch nie geregnet hat. That's why. In the end. It was all just a creation. That's the truth. The truth is, it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
So... You are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
Denk doch nur mal an Sonjas Erzählung gerade.
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
What?
Then everyone who died.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Ja, aber du hast es gehijackt.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
The Future Foundation is our real enemy? Is that it? Is that really it?
The Neo!
Was haben wir denn jetzt?
The Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
No, that's wrong!
Es war doch ursprünglich gar kein Killing Game.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject!
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monomi or Usami's role that she had in this world was a magical girl. Observer.
I see!
She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of Observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monomi's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait! Did you just say 15 people?
You've forgotten how to count? We're 16 people in total.
Naja, Chiaki war doch. Chiaki halt. Ist jetzt aber schon nach 10 und ich höre einen, macht dem Mann gerade voll viel Chaos. Also werde ich hier jetzt erstmal fürs Erste aufhören und dann gehe ich mal stark davon aus, dass wir es nächsten Sonntag durchkriegen. Und keine Sorge, da sind noch ein paar fiese Überraschungen, die auf uns warten. Oh, was freue ich mich dann auf. Also dann, bis nächstes Mal und gute Nacht. Tschüss.